Stop number 14 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Dover Downs International Speedway in Dover, Delaware. It's the running of the FedEx Autism Speaks 400 as we're set for racing here today on this 1 mile racetrack in Dover, Delaware. So after a great weekend we had at Charlotte, though, we're on to this track here. So let's get to the starting line for today's running event. It's a Ford Chevrolet front row for this event here today. On the pole, it's number 99 XI Barriers SKF Ford Thunderbird of Levi McIntyre. He'll be on the pole. He'll be alongside the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. It's Charles Samper on the outside. Charles, winner this season at Bristol. Row 2 has Dylan Young, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford, winner at Rockingham. He'll be alongside the Darlington winner, Joshua Osborne, the 17 Western Auto Chevrolet. Then it's John Gilbert in the number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile on the inside of the third row. He'll be alongside Andrew Perry, the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet. He's been second twice this season. Then it's John Arndt, who won the All-Star race at Charlotte this season in a Valvoline Ford, car number 6 inside of row number 4. He'll be alongside the number 9 Coors Melling Ford of Jessica Shelton. She's on the outside. Next row down, row number 5, then has the Budweiser Ford, car number 11 of Zach Winkle. He'll be alongside Dawson Wise, number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet, the winner at Las Vegas. Row 6 has JT Bryant, the number 10 Tide Ford. He'll be alongside the Copenhagen Oldsmobile, car number 14 of Jeremy Jones. Row number 7 has Matt Delia, the number 15 Motorcraft Ford. He'll be alongside the Skull Classic Oldsmobile, the Skull Classic Crown Oldsmobile, number 55 of Chris Dowerton. Row 8 has the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford of Cole Deaver. He'll be alongside number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet of Daniel Olson. He's on the outside. Row number 9 has the number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac of Ryan George. He's winner this season at North Wilkesboro. He'll be alongside the number 18 Country Time Oldsmobile, car number 30 of Country Time Oldsmobile, car 68 of Amari Sonnemer Jr. Row 10 has Zed Weinstein, the 70 Rumple Furniture Pontiac. He'll be alongside the 71 Lifeboy Chevrolet of Jonathan Zorlin, the winner this season at Texas. Row 11 has the Atlanta winner Cole Baker, the 75 Valvoline Pontiac. He'll be flanked by the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Benjamin Miles. Row 12 has Zachary Fitzwater on the inside, the number 29 Hardee's Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside Seth Cole, the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. Dalton Day has the inside of row 13, the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, car number 20. He'll be alongside one number up, the number 21 Citgo Ford of Quentin Moore. Then it's Chelsea Bowles, the 26 Quaker State Buick, who won the Winston All-Star Open. She's on the inside of row number 14. She'll be alongside Dylan Poteet, the number 31 Mom and Pop's Goodwrench Chevrolet. Then it's Joshua Collard, the number 43 STP Pontiac, inside of the 15th row. He'll be alongside two-time winner this season, Chris Dodd. He won the Daytona 500 and the Talladega this season, the Snickers Buick, car number 8. Then it's Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile for Second Motorsports, inside of row 16. He'll be alongside Johnny Gardner, number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Then it's Sky Commons, the number 22 Maxwell House Ford, inside of the 17th row. He'll be alongside Keith Batson, number 88 Ford Quality Care Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird. Row number 18 has Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He'll be alongside number 42 Meliella Pontiac of Kyle Matthews, two-time winner this season. He won the season at Martinsville in California this season. Next row down has the Coca-Cola 600 winner at Charlotte, Kev Shearer, who also won the season. He not only won the 600 at Charlotte, but also won at Richmond, the 57 Heinz Pontiac inside of the 19th row.
Gentlemen, start your
Manson getting the fire engine. So we have racing here today. Nick Johnson's on the outside, the 66 Charles Arctic Pontiac. Row 20 has Jesse Turner, the Sunoco Oldsmobile, number 94, alongside Paul Minnick, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. And shotgun in the field, Joshua Sikulia, the number 12 Ray Bessis Buick. Levi McIntyre, car 99 for Rockin' Wrestling Racing. He has the inside of the front row for this event. Pace car's already on the pit road. It's the green flag about to fall here. He has got Charles Sanford alongside. Sanford has a win this season. Levi looking for his first. The green flag is out, and we are racing at Dover. This track here, the Monster Miles, the car that is the kind of track that will chew up cars and spit them out. And doesn't take Dylan Young long. Here comes Dylan Young to the inside. Car number 2 as he tries to go inside of McIntyre. Has to get out of the gas. John Gilbert almost runs into the back of him. And McIntyre will lead the first lap of the race here. Charles Sanford will go into second position. The first lap at over 148 miles per hour. They qualified here at 169 miles per hour. And John Arndt getting a little racy in that Valvoline Ford. He's on the inside lane of Andrew Perry and John Gilbert. And 3 wide there, JT Bryant, Jessica Shelton, and Zach Winkle in the 11 car. Shelton giving that outside lane a good run here as veterans have the top 3 spots here. Sanford, Young, and McIntyre, and a 4th veteran right there, Joshua Osborne, car number 17, the winner of the season at Darlington. On board Joshua Osborne's car. Trying to find a way around Dylan Young in the number 2 Virginia Draft Ford, who won the season at Rockingham. Charles Sanford now to the outside lane in car 24. Off corner number 4 they come, completing the 5th lap of this race. A pretty clean start so far here at Dover. Usually it's not that way. They come out of the second turn. John Gilbert and Andrew Perry battling for position. That's for 5th spot. John Arndt's in this mix. Jessica Shelton's in this mix, as well as JT Bryant in car number 10. John Arndt had his big weekend at Charlotte when he won. As I said, he won the Winston All-Star race. And the number 6 Valvoline Ford having a pretty good has had some good runs this season. Arndt right now running in the 7th position, and car's getting a little tail happy coming out of that 4th corner here. Zach Winkle going inside Jessica Shelton, as is the number 18 of Dawson Wise, who won at Las Vegas, and now battle going on between Oldsmobiles, Jeremy Jones and Chris Dawerton. Dawerton hoping to turn his luck around this season. It looks to me like here in Dover, the high lanes is the best lane, is the best way around this racetrack here. As it seems like here we're getting some good runs on the outside of the track as opposed to the inside as we usually have. Dawerton clocked in 13th position. Matt Dallio on the inside in the 15 car running in 14th spot. Daniel Olson, Cole Deaver, Ryan George in that mix as well in that 30 machine as he goes inside of Deaver for position. The lead still being held by Levi McIntyre in car number 99. And Joshua Osborne goes to the high side of the track here as now John Gilbert goes inside. And he'll take 4th position away. Andrew Perry now tries to get up underneath Osborne for position, as is JT Bryant and John Arndt. And it's still McIntyre, Young, and Sanford, the top 3 spots. John Arndt running in 6th. Andrew Perry, there he is in 7th position. 8th, JT Bryant. 9th, matching her car number, Jessica Shelton. And Zach Winkle running in the 10th position. As now Sanford goes inside of Dylan Young for position. That's for 2nd. But Young gets that bite on the outside of the track, and he takes spot away. And now Charles Sanford in danger of losing maybe a couple spots here, maybe more possibly. So great racing all the way around here at Dover Downs International Speedway as we are now 14 laps into the race and 46 to go. Benjamin Miles trying to make his way up through the field now, following Jonathan Zorlin, the winner at Texas this season in 71. Miles thought about making it 3 wide, but backs off the throttle and now falls in the clutches of Cole Baker and Zachary Fitzwater. Meanwhile, some guys having a hard time making their way through the field. There, Dalton Day going around Seth Cole in car 52. As now he follows behind the 21 of Quentin Moore. Darn pace car. Joshua Collard back there. Chelsea Bowles, the Winston Open winner. Dylan Poteet in the 31 car, running in 30th position. And my gosh, they were 3 wide back there a little bit. I'm surprised really that as squirrely as these cars have been getting coming off the 4th corner, they have not wrecked yet. I'm surprised, but maybe I guess you might say getting the setup a little bit conservative there as far as not getting way too loose out of the turn. And whoa, Dunham almost got right into his buddy Poteet coming out of the 4th turn. Chris Dodd going inside car number 8. Jesse Turner and Kev Shear battling it out for position here. That's 33rd and 34th. And Chris Dodd having a hard time getting around Trent Dunham in car number 8, or car number 1 rather. Now Jesse Turner goes the high side, and he realizes the high side's the best way around this racetrack. Paul Minnick says the same thing in number 4, as is the 42 of Kyle Matthews as he tries to get around Joshua Sakuli and Michael Norman. And oh, we got a spin! And it looked like the 75 of Cole Baker. Zachary Fitzwater's got a scrape on his car. Joshua Sakuli's around. Caution number 1 coming out on lap number 21 here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Levi McIntyre, one respectable start finish line. They were averaging 167.81 miles per hour after 20 laps. They got 3 wide there. Baker, Fitzwater, and Benjamin Miles there coming out of the 4th turn. And yep, kind of the usual wreck here at Dover. There's somebody realizes he's not clear of a car, as Fitzwater wasn't of Cole Baker, and they send each other down to the inside wall. Now I'm gonna see who took the front off Baker's car. Paul Minnick almost did so. Yeah, Joshua Sakuli slid going into turn number 1. Got on the brakes a little bit too hard and hits the car of Cole Baker. So that's the cause of the first caution of the day here. Baker sitting on pit road. Sakuli the same way. It is Levi McIntyre leading the race. 2nd is Dylan Young. 3rd, John Gilbert. 4th, Charles Sanford. 5th is John Arndt. Then Joshua Osborne, Jessica Shelton, Andrew Perry in 8th, JT Bryant in 9th, and Dawson Wise running in 10th position. And indeed Baker has fallen out of the race, as has Joshua Sakuli and the 29 of Zachary Fitzwater. So 38 cars still running this race here, all 38 of them on the lead lap. Levi McIntyre driving for his team of Rockin' Wrestling Racing, a man who announced not long ago that he said that he'll change his name of the series to the Marvel Studios Cup Series for season 11 of his series, and looking forward to that definitely. As the green flag waves, we're underway on lap number 26. And McIntyre got a great jump on Dylan Young as they come out of the second turn here. We are at 34 laps. We have 35 laps to go in this race here, so plenty of racing left. Here at Dover, John Arndt going inside of Charles Sanford for position. And Arndt's going to have some help from Jessica Shelton as they go into turn number 1. Arndt as now Joshua Osborne goes to high side. But we have seen over the course of this race, the high lane has been the preferred groove here at Dover, so maybe the high side may not be bad after all. Whoa! John Arndt just about turned Jessica Shelton around. Almost the same thing we saw Cole Baker and Zachary Fitzwater do, as now Osborne and Arndt get straightened out in line. So has Perry and Shelton as well. Cars also on the high side there. Zach Winkle, Daniel Olson in 25, who almost won the Winston himself. Chris Dalton on the high side. Zed Weinstein, Amari Stoudemire Jr., and Benjamin Miles on the high side as well. And the 21 car of Quentin Moore. And boy, Joshua Osborne trying to shove Charles Sanford on the high side here. 3 wide between Sanford, Gilbert, and Arndt. Arndt has to back out of the throttle, so too is... And here comes a battle for the lead there. Dylan Young to the inside of... Darn pace car. Inside of Levi McIntyre. McIntyre holds off the challenge. Sanford goes to 3rd. Gilbert back to 4th. And Andrew Perry decides to give that high lane a try, and he picks up a spot in the 6th position. John Arndt, car number 6, trying to hold off the challenge of Jessica Shelton and JT Bryant. Bryant goes to high side. Daniel Olson giving a little shove. We haven't talked much about Olson today. In that 25 car, one of the 3 Hendrick Motorsports cars in the field, the 24, the 25, and the 5. And all 3 of them running in the top 10 right now. Hendrick Motorsports having a strong day here today. Running as of the last... Let's see where they're clocked at this lap by. And the yellow flag is flown. Hendrick Motorsports clocked 3rd, 6th, and 10th. And it's Trent Dunham, car number 1. It's crashed on lap number 33. And Trent Dunham, who's had a hard start to the season so far. A man who won last season at Darlington, South Carolina, in the Southern 500. Let's take a look as to what happened. There were 3 wide here. He was between Chelsea Bowles, and I think Sky Commons. Trent tried to go to the inside, at least try to pick up a couple spots. Then Chris Dodd. Yep. Chris Dodd just about, I think, pulled, if you remember the move that Kyle Busch did on Ron Hornaday at Texas, just about the same move. Chris Dodd just drives down the inside in turn 3 pretty hard, and then gives Trent just a little bit of a hit as well. Gives Trent a bump in the 3rd turn and sends Trent up, straight into the turn 3 wall. If that was real racing, though, then that's a good way to get a driver hurt. Thankfully, it was only a game. On board Trent Dunham's car. That's what I'm talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. It just happened so quick here at Dover. But yeah, bad start to the season for Trent Dunham, though. He obviously hopes to have a better, have it all go better as the season goes along. But right now it is Levi McIntyre leading as we're about to restart here on lap number 38. Levi McIntyre leads. Second is Dylan Young. Third, Charles Sanford. Fourth, John Gilbert. Fifth, Joshua Osborne. Sixth, Andrew Perry. Seventh is John Arndt. Eighth, Jessica Shelton. Ninth is JT Bryant. 10th position is Daniel Olson, having a strong run. Then Dawson Wise and Zach Winkle 11th. Dawson Wise, Jeremy Jones, Chris Dalton, and Matt Dalio, the top 15 as the green flag waves again on lap 38 of this race. And we have got 22 to go here at Dover. I almost said Charlotte. Doggone it. And boy, Dylan Young was ready for Levi on to restart that time. Because I remember that he said, and if you remember, Levi pulled away from Young the last restart. Well, he's remembers this time, and now he goes inside of McIntyre for position. And that may open the door for Charles Samper to take that preferred group on the outside. He tried to throw the block on Charles, but it was a bit too late, and Samper, along with Joshua Osborne, goes to the high side. John Gilbert, Andrew Perry, and John Arndt on that low side here. And they all fall back in line except for John Arndt as he moves Perry up the track now. Arndt has a slight advantage through second turn, but... And here comes Dylan Young again for the lead. And Levi says, screw you, and shuts the door on him. And here comes Sanford to the outside. Charles Sanford for second. And he's got it at the moment. And now Osborne wants to try for second as he tries to help Young. Nope, he dumps Young and goes to Osborne. Or goes to Sanford. Joshua doesn't know who he wants to go with. And that's going to let John Gilbert go to the inside lane for position as the yellow flag flies for the third time today. And this time it's Benjamin Miles in car 27. And Charles Sanford did take second from Dylan Young on that battle. And same deal, and same spot we saw Trent Dunham crash. And this is a little bit of a weird deal right here. Watch Benjamin Miles in 27. He hooks the back of Zed Weinstein's car in number 70. Weinstein gets a little out of shape. Then Benjamin thought he was clear of Cole Deaver. He wasn't, and then hits the 68 of Mario Stoudemire Jr. And Benjamin ends up the big loser in that deal as he backs her into the turn 3 wall. Deaver and Stoudemire and Weinstein all come out of this crash okay, but unfortunately for Benjamin Miles, a bit dire straits, I guess you might say. Whew! Nick Johnson just narrowly squeezed by Benjamin. That was really close. I say Nick Johnson didn't miss Benjamin Miles, but within a fraction of an inch. So yellow flag flying here for the third time today. And we will get the restart here on lap number 40, and we'll get restart on lap 46. Let's see if we can get the last 15 laps green flag here. We've been green for 21. We were green for the first 20 laps of this race, and since that time, in the next 20, we've had 3 caution flags. And so let's see what happens here. Levi McIntyre leads. Second is Charles Sanford. Third, Dylan Young. Fourth is Joshua Osborne. Fifth, John Gilbert. Andrew Perry matching his car number Andrew Perry runs in 6th position, Jessica Shelton 7th. 8th, John Arndt. 9th, JT Bryant. 10th is Zach Winkles. He got around Daniel Olson the last lap by. Green flag waits for the third. Green flag waits for the restart here on lap 46 as we are back underway at Dover. Now we saw the horsepower Charles Sanford had when he got around Dylan Young. What does he have for Levi McIntyre? Osborne goes inside of Young for third. Joshua has the back of the throttle. Here comes Sanford for the lead. And whoa! John Arnott about turned Jessica Shelton around coming out of turn 4. That's the second time somebody's about turned Jess out of turn 4. Sanford for the lead. He's got it! But Levi says, no way, and he goes to the outside of the track. Boy, he and Sanford side by side. Now Young side by side with Osborne for third spot. These guys know the chips are down right now as we have 13 to go in this race. The front three cars have broken away here. Now John Gilbert goes outside of Joshua Osborne. That's for fourth. John Arndt on the outside as well as Shelton. And this is a 165-mile-an-hour pace lap here as we're in the front 10 cars. Dylan Young tries to take second back from Charles Sanford. And now Osborne goes inside. John Arndt takes position. Shelton trying to get by Osborne. And now Andrew Perry tries to go to the inside of Osborne. Nothing doing. Now he goes to the outside of the track. And here comes Dylan Young outside of John Gilbert. John Arndt now goes out to the outside lane. This is going to be one mad scramble here at Dover. I can about guarantee you that. Sanford still trying for the lead on McIntyre. John Arndt trying to inside for third position on Dylan Young. Oh boy, who's it going to be here in this race here? Will it be Sanford or McIntyre as they go down through the third and fourth turns here? Two of the veterans in NNSCRA competition. And you got another one with Dylan Young back there. John Gilbert doing a good job holding his own right now, trying to hold off the veterans of Shelton and Osborne. And Charles tries inside again on McIntyre. Nothing doing. 6 laps to go. Last lap by 167 miles per hour for both Sanford and McIntyre. And the interval not even 10 of a second. Here, Charles tries inside again. Here he goes. He's alongside of McIntyre for position. And that's going to open it up for Dylan Young. Maybe to take second position. John Arndt's going to try to help Charles Sanford for position, to try to take the lead there. But now, and Arndt almost ran 3 wide. Dylan Young to second. Sanford fights back on the outside. Now Arndt and Shelton hook up. And this may be all she wrote for Levi McIntyre possibly as he tries to pull away to win this race here. 3 laps to go. John Arndt trying the inside lane again. Charles Sanford trying to hold off John Gilbert for position there to 24 and the 33 cars. 2 to go. 3 wide right behind. Winkle, Perry, and Shelton. It'll be the white flag next time by here. Levi McIntyre, car 99, has the white flag. He will have one more lap to go here at Dover Downs International Speedway. And we're under yellow on the last lap, and that's going to be it. Levi McIntyre runs through the third and fourth turns. He knows he's already got the race won right now. There, boy, disappointing that what a battle he was going to have on the last lap as well. And John Gilbert was on the inside of the racetrack there on coming near pit road, but anyway, and they're stopping to let the pace car. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Levi McIntyre wins here today at Dover. Dylan Young's going to crawl across in second. Third is going to be John Arndt. Then Charles Sanford finishing in fourth position. Fifth is John Gilbert. Sixth, Joshua Osborne. Seventh was Jessica Shelton. Eighth, Andrew Perry. Ninth, Zach Winkle. And 10th position is going to be Daniel Olson in 25. And it looked like it might have been Johnny Gardner who caused the yellow flag. I don't know what happened, truthfully. Actually, find out who caused the yellow flag. I think it might have been Cab Shearer that caused the yellow. Oh, there was a mess that happened in turn 3. Okay. Yep, Shearer turns Dylan Poteet hard in the wall, just about like we saw Trent Dunham go up in the wall when he and just about like we saw Chris Dodd do to Trent Dunham, excuse me. Michael Norman involved in the crash, Nick Johnson involved in the crash, as is Poteet. So two more of the veterans having trouble here at Dover. And that's what caused the last yellow flag to fly. But a big win for Levi McIntyre as he takes home the victory here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Okay, and I don't know what that was all about, all those lap down cars and crap. But anyway, Levi McIntyre takes the win here today. Average speed 113, 956. Four caution flags flew today, including one in the final lap of the race. Dylan Young was second. John Arndt, Charles Sanford, John Gilbert, Joshua Osborne. Sixth, Jessica Shelton. Seventh. Eighth was Andrew Perry. Ninth, Zach Winkle. 10th, Daniel Olson. JT Bryant comes home in 11th. 12th was Chris Dollerton. Jeremy Jones 13th. Dawson Wise 14th. Matt Dalio matches his car number in 15th. Zed Weinstein, Amari Stoudemire Jr., Ryan George, Jonathan Zorlin, and Quentin Moore was the top 20 in today's event. As we go down to the last of the running order here, Cole Deaver is 21st. Sky Commons, Joshua Collard, Dalton Day, Kyle Matthews 25th. Seth Cole, Chelsea Bowles, Jesse Turner, Keith Batson, and Paul Minnick, the top 30 into this event. Johnny Gardner, Benjamin Miles, Cab Shearer, Michael Norman, Chris Dodd, Dylan Poteet, Nick Johnson, the finishers in the last of the finishers. And then the cars out of the race, Trent Dunham, Zachary Fitzwater, Cole Baker, and Joshua Sakuli were the last of the finishers in today's event. So our congratulations once again to the winner of the FedEx Autism Speaks 400. Levi McIntyre gets his win here at Dover, his first of the season, and he'll be qualified for the season 17 Winston All-Star race at Charlotte, along with Kev Shearer. As we will head next race on the tour for the first road course stop in the tour, which will be at Riverside, for the Traxxas 400K. And if you like what you see here on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, be sure if you like what you see on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and you'll never know what you'll find here in our races, gaming, anything that we desire to put on this channel. So we'll see you next up on the tour at Riverside. Until then, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.